My name is Rahel. I'm a TDSB mother, and I'm here today carrying my story and the stories of many immigrants' families through the MOtiVAtE project. We're asking for one clear step that will make a real difference. We're asking TDSB to give every newcomer parent a simple orientation package at registration, a package that explains the pathways to support, the meaning of each step and what families can expect. This would help parents understand the system early and help children get the support they need on time. Thank you for giving me this space. I want to begin with a moment that I will never forget. It was my son's first week of school. He stood in a hallway with his hand pressed over his ears, his whole body shaking from the noise. He wanted to be brave. He wanted to stay, but I could hear the fear in his eyes. Someone said that he would get over it with time, but he never did. Every morning, I walked away feeling like I had left him unprotected. I was learning a new school system in a new country while supporting a child with significant learning and sensory needs. And I did not know where to turn or what to expect next. My son has multiple developmental and sensory needs that affect his daily functioning. He needs consistent support to learn and to participate. Yet, the system's assessment focused on only whether he posed a safety risk, not on the support he required. As a result, he was placed in a classroom that did not meet his needs. This is why I'm asking the board to ensure that every child is assessed based on their actual support needs, not only on safety. We need a needs-based assessment that looks at daily functioning, communication, and sensory needs, so that children like my son are placed in classrooms where they can learn and grow. And this is not just my family's experience. This pattern affects many children with high needs, but without aggressive behavior. They're not often seen as urgent, so they wait. We waited for 8 months for someone to simply say, "We see your child." Only after months of emails and advocacy, he was finally placed in a program that meets his needs. Today, in the right environment, he is thriving. That experience pushed me to understand the system and to speak up. It also led me to MOtiVAtE, where immigrant mothers support each other as they navigate a new country and a complex school system. Many of us face the same barriers: language barriers, long working hours, lack of family support, cultural pressure not to question authority, trauma from our migration journeys, and most of all, not knowing where to start or how to start or who to lean on. The result is simple and heartbreaking. Children fall behind not because they don't want to learn or they couldn't learn, but because the information never reached their parents on time. Families lose precious time waiting for processes they did not know existed. And a child who loses a year of support does not get the year back. There's nothing more painful to watch your child lose confidence while you wait for a date on a calendar. I came to Canada with the values I was raised with: dignity, compassion, and community. I believed that if my son showed up with courage and I showed up with courage, the system would meet us where we're at. But I learned something difficult. Support does not simply come because the child needs it. Support comes when the system decides it's time. That's why I'm here. Not only for my son, but for the families who will walk this path after us. We're asking for a simple, inclusive orientation package for all newcomer families. Clear, practical, in plain language, with translation support, timely assessment, and communication every family can understand, so that no child is left behind simply because their parents are new to this country. This request is not about paperwork. This is about dignity. It's about giving parents the tools to support their children. It's about making sure no child is placed in a classroom that does not meet their needs simply because their parents did not know the right word on day one. You have the power to change this. You have the power to remove the barriers for families who already carry so much. You have the power to give every child a fair start, including children of immigrants, including children like my own. Now is the time to act. I thank you. Thank you so much. If I just may, we also have been having this petition calling for this orientation, and so far we have around 500 people who have actually signed, and if I may ask to please join our campaign, sign up the petition, share it to your friends and network so that we can actually make a difference.